The coach of the Panthers is Joker Handel. Ladies and gentlemen, representing UTS St. George Parks, let's hear it for goal shooter, Maddie Eaton. Goal attack, Caitlin Fisher. At wing attack, Taylor Fraser. Centre, Olivia Lennon. At wing defence, Tasman Twemmer O'Donnell. Goal defence, Paige Peralta. And goalkeeper, Angela Laurie. Substitutes for tonight, Jane Harvey, Tahisha Hunt, Kaylee Arash, Olivia Coleman, Taylor Black. The coach of UTS St. George Parks is Reba Tweddle. Officiating in tonight's grand final are Hayla Burgess and Stuart Tibb. The reserve umpire is Talia Favell. The bench officials in tonight's grand final are Helen Andrews, Aaron Wilson and Kevin Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, can we hear it for your team? St. George Sparks for the Panthers. Make some noise. In the hands of the umpire, ladies and gentlemen, support the team. Make it loud and proud. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to Netball Central for the very last Wednesday night of the New South Wales Samsung Premier League. Brittany Carter with you, ready to guide you through this huge night of grand finals on the show floor, wherever you may be watching on Bar TV. The best earn these points in these matches tonight. It should be tight, it should be fast, because in the end only one club in each match can be crowned the winner. Later tonight, the Manly Ring Sapphires and Southern Stingrays face off in the
Contact, wing defence.
First up, the
Next to the wing.
Panthers and UTS St. George Parks do battle
Advantage obstruction wing.
as the inaugural New South Wales Samsung Under-20s.
Advantage obstruction wing defence.
Past demanded premiers and dominant leaders throughout this competition are quietly confident. However, the very well could be upset by the Panthers, who
Sparks.
third in regular season play and now on a 5-game winning streak would be happy to make the grand final their 6th consecutive victory. Let's take a look at their lineups. Coach Regan Tweddle for the UTS St. George Parks selected Maddie Eaton at goal shooter, Caitlin Fisher at goal attack, Taylor Fraser at wing attack, Olivia Lennon centre, Jasmine Tully wing defence, Paige Peralta goal defence, and Angela Clorraine in goalkeeper. While Jacko
Shooter contact.
Panthers starting 7 reads Amelia Holmes goal shooter, Abby McFadden goal attack, Chelsea Bolton wing attack, Riley Towell in centre, Liana Hogarth in defence, Madison Mann goal defence, and Renee Meahy in goalkeeper. Our umpires
Panthers.
tonight are Stuart Tibb and Hayley Burgess, and for this final occasion I'm lucky to be joined by our Communications Unit Manager of Netball New South Wales, Victoria.
Contact goal attack!
I am so excited. How exciting has this contest been? Intense, and there's a big sold-out crowd here at Netball Central. I'm just pumped. It's so exciting.
It's very loud in here, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think for these young kids, it will be something they have to deal with. We've had some pretty good crowds this season, but this will be the first time they potentially play in front of a full house. So if that crowd gets involved during the later stages, we'll see if they can hold up to the anticipation and the excitement.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot here. Do you have a prediction?
I am playing Switzerland. I want Netball's the winner today. No, look,
Advantage contact,
these two
wing.
teams, as we were chatting off camera, have been really impressive. St. George, minor premiers, and got there relatively easily. But Panthers, what a run into the finals. They have had a fantastic run. They're really coming in with momentum. And I think, as we've regularly spoken about during commentary, momentum is a really big factor. And, already we're seeing a fantastic contest.
Now, both coaches have said they haven't done anything differently in the last week, just to take the pressure off the girls, and that they both teams understand how huge this moment is, and they just want to keep it as regular as possible. The Sparks were here on Wednesday doing a training match just against themselves, and then they watched the preliminary finals happen, so they knew they were going to be up against the Panthers, but it's probably a good idea to keep things regular, don't you think, ahead of the grand final?
Absolutely, and I think it has been known for some coaches to actually use a lot of noise, whether it be music or crowd noises, during training campaigns when they know that they're going to be in front of a big crowd. So it'll be interesting to note how the coaches would have prepared them for tonight.
Now, the only real change-ups to the Sparks lineup from their semis game is that Caitlin Fisher is back from being sick and Taylor Fraser is injected into the side as well. So she's got lots of experience and it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Whereas the Panthers, they're just exactly the same 7 as the last 2 weeks and they've proved how strong they are with that team. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Goalkeeper obstruction. Shooter contact.
Bit of a scramble already.
Got to give shout out to the Sparks. Who's that? WD. Jasmine. She's got some rocking colourful curls going on. Oh, sorry, cornrows I should call them. Great rebound.
So both goal attacks have just been thrown off and missed their shots at goal. And to talk about the goal attacks, McFadden and Eden are quite... Eden's in shooter tonight, but they're both quite similar in their shooting. They're both really good on the long range, and when they pop it out, it's sort of a little bit of a lob. It's got a lot of air to it, which is pleasing for the crowd to have both of them at each end.
It certainly puts a lot of pressure on the defensive ends to try and keep them quiet. McFadden being the Panthers captain, she's got a big role to play, not only to nail those shooting attempts, but also to keep her team up and going. Oh, well done. It was great timing from Perrotta there to come around around the body.
She's been one of my favourite players all season.
Oh, you can't play favourite.
She's been one of the best players all season because she just constantly gives it her all.
And she's duly rewarded there from Maddie Eden.
Barney's construction wing.
One thing I would say about Eden is she's really hardworking in that shooting circle. Whilst you normally would see a shooter do more of a holding pattern, she's holding, but at the same time she's really creating space for herself. She's not just a one-stop player, she's opening up options for her feeders. Which is probably why we're seeing her quite on fire early in this game.
Which is why she works well at goal attack in what we've seen her play in the last 2 weeks too.
Do you think this is a tactical change by the coach?
Could be.
Keeper obstruction. Goalkeeper is out of play. Sparks.
That was definitely needed by the Panthers. Whilst it might not seem like it, a 4-goal lead early in this game is a real advantage to the Sparks. We've got some very loud and vocal fans behind us.
Barney construction. Goalkeeper, sorry. Back in. So it's a common theme between Fisher and Eden to just pop the ball over the side as a pass, as if she's going for the shot though. And if the Panthers can keep an eye on that, they should be able to turn the ball over.
I think that'll be the instructions from the coaches as well, as whilst they might look like they're going for the shot, never ever put your guard down. Sparks are certainly playing with some speed as well. Oh, unlucky from here. She was in the right position for about 9/10 of that second.
Oh, great work by Lennon, captain for the Sparks, getting the job done for her side. So confidence may be an issue at the moment. There's a few that have popped out. There's still 5 in front though, with nothing to worry about right now.
Watch the Sparks mid-court defenders at this moment. Well, it didn't get down to the attacking end. They're doing a really fantastic job in keeping the Panthers mid-quarters off the circle edge. And that's putting a lot of doubt in their in their feeds, not allowing them an early ball into the shooters.
And we see a held ball just called there as a result. They're trying, aren't they? Oh, there we go. Slow the play down now if they want to control the possession. It's a nice play between Bolton and Holes. So the Panthers actually scored the most points in regular season, 717 goals. And they had one of the better for and against. They finished up at 7.84%. So doing very well up that end, and that's mainly due to the familiarity of McFadden and Holes pairing each other each week. Miscalculating that pass, Bolton.
She's got long limbs, but I don't think Holtz has got just the Inspector Gadget arms to get that one.
Almost wins it back there. Contact keeper. Free pass inside.
Oh, unlucky there.
It's inside, ladies. Whole time, it's inside. That's it. Centre contact. Contact. Obstruction. So Lennon and Fraser are doing a lot of the work here in the mid-court, and they're feeding really well into the shooters.
A couple of experienced players, former New South Wales representatives, and certainly speed seems to be their key factor at the moment, or key strength, I should say. The shooters are rewarding their efforts. We're already seeing a 7-goal lead early in this game. Let's see what Panthers have got left in the tank.
Sparks.
Centre contact. Back inside the wing attack. Contact centre. Marnie's offside.
This seems to be the run of the Panthers' night at the moment. They're just a millisecond too late.
Which is a bit of a worry considering in the first quarter of the game. Should be as fresh as you can be.
Whether it be nerves, whether it be the fact that there's a big crowd here,
Goal defense obstruction.
who's to say? But certainly
Sparks.
they've got the skills there, and they've got their time. Once they get their timing right on, even some of those 50-50 balls just seem to be
nice.
going the Sparks' way.
Fraser straight into Eden, ready and waiting.
That is break, wing defense. Possession, wing defender. Wing defender possession, wing defense. Sparks.
Barney's contact centre. Oh, that was some nice pressure from Man and Me here in the circle. And as a result, we'll see the Panthers get a throw in here. Oh, beautiful pass from Hogarth to McFadden. It just paid off.
Throw in. Panthers, sideline.
It was a very lucky one. It could have gone to any of those Sparks defenders.
Goal defense obstruction. Panthers.
Minute and a half of the clock. There's 5 goals difference here at the moment.
Offside wing. Inside the circle, Sparks.
Tippy toes. Even Taylor's too quick for her own good. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a momentum swing here? Panthers get another goal, and they've really got their tails up.
Oh, lovely shooting.
Sparks.
And that was the type of shot I was talking about before, with the long lob sailing in. The type that makes the crowd's like heart just stop for that little second. What's it
Certainly
going to
handy
do?
when you're, and I use quotation marks, a shorter shooter. Under 30 seconds. Sparks are up by 4 goals. Let's see if they can.
Nice work by Hogarth, and we'll get play on.
Well done, Hogarth.
They'll be looking to score before the first break. Oh, well done. Towel into holes.
Panthers.
There we go.
Well done, Hogarth.
Panthers.
3 goals difference now. Less than 10 on the clock. They've got the centre. What can they do with this? There we go. So the Sparks have taken the lead in the first break, 15-12 over the Panthers, although we definitely saw a swinging momentum at the back end there, the Panthers scoring 2 in a row. The Panthers are used to being down, though. They were down 10 at one point in their semi against North Shore United and came back to win, and then they played the preliminary finals last week, and they were only down by 1 at the first break there too. So lots of good things, I'm sure, that are about to happen in the second quarter and then on, and we'll be back very shortly with all the action.
some noise. 3-goal difference. Sparks 15, Panthers 12. Here we go.
Second quarter, 3 goals the difference. It's a little hard to predict what's going to happen from here.
Advantage
The
obstruction.
momentum swung at the end towards the Panthers' favour. It's
Advantage
the Sparks
contact
who have the
wing.
first opportunity here, and if they can score, they'll probably just steal it back.
Possession, wing attack. Goal defence hold.
It's a really
Next to the
good
goal
offensive rebound by Fisher. She just got enough to it
Panthers.
and allowed Maddie Eden to have another shot on goal, which ideally needed, I think, just to end some of the momentum that the Panthers have got.
Oh, lovely shooting by Holes. There we go, 16-13.
Goal defence. Panthers. That is
Smart
by goal
choice by
attack.
Olivia Lennon there. Maddie Eden was right in front of her, but by coming forward, it allowed to open up Fisher. So she had the awareness to have a look and see what was the better option out of the two. Again, the Sparks, watch them pushing off the circle edge. As soon as the Panthers were able to get on there, bolting straight into Holtz. Tweddle O'Donnell, the wing defence for the Sparks, actually gave herself a little annoyed slap on the leg.
Oh, pops in.
Panthers.
Accurate, very accurate.
That is wing obstruction.
Taylor Fraser is just a workhorse right now.
They're sort of taking the long route
Batting.
into the shooters, aren't they? The Panthers' defence
Step
is
in
holding
defender.
up well.
I think what you'll
Next
see
to the
now
goal
is the
defence.
Sparks seem to be, the Panthers seem to be pushing the Sparks more towards the side rather than avoiding the middle channel. And that means that they've only got the
Panthers.
option to go long. It opens up some of the circle defenders to have a look in the intercepts, but the Sparks are just not playing into that. They're trying for the
That
short
is right,
sharp
goal
option,
attack.
trying to break through that zone.
Cole's arms just long enough to edge in front there.
Good front play. Clarine, the keeper for the Sparks. She was just caught behind her. There was no way she was going to get that pass. Interesting, the Panthers are double defending Maddie Eaton here.
Throwing. Panthers. Circle area. Circle area. Advantage obstruction. Goal attack.
Hogarth does well to keep the ball in play. So we're back to 2 now, 19-17.
That is break.
5
Goal
minutes
attack.
gone in this second quarter. There's definitely a lot of Panthers supporters right behind us, VB.
That is
Force back
obstruction
the
wing.
Sparks here.
That is centre obstruction.
Good patient play from the Sparks.
That was nice work with the ball from Lennon.
Side centre. Inside the circle.
They're just not hurrying themselves through. They're taking their time, making sure their passes are going to get to the right effect. Not allowing Panthers to bully them into any rush decisions.
Well done by Mann. And Paige Beretta's straight on the back end. One goal defence to the other.
Yeah, should be annoyed with that one. They worked hard to get that, and then straight back in. Maddie Eden allows themselves to get a goal. Beautifully positioned pass there from McFadden.
Defense contact. Goal. Goal third.
That was fingertips away from the Harry.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful shot.
Panthers.
So McFadden did a lot of the work there too. She's such a workhorse. She just sets up the positioning and play very well.
I wonder how long it will be until the Sparks coach decides to put Beretta back as a double defender onto Holtz. Whilst it's dangerous to leave McFadden out, she
That
seems
is
to be doing a lot of the
contact
feeding at the moment.
Bit of a mistake from Fisher there. Sees the Panthers get a turnover.
As we were just talking about McFadden's placement of the pass,
Panthers.
I would have said Lennon's wasn't fantastic for Fisher, being the shorter of the two shooters down at the Sparks end. Just meant that she was really out of position. Scores tied, 21 all. Halfway through the second quarter.
We spoke to Abby McFadden post-match after the preliminary final last week, and she said they're super excited, and a few weeks ago they didn't even think they were going to make the top four, let alone make the grand final, so they're very, very happy.
Goal attack called. Goal attack out.
Offensive contact call from Fisher, just trying to zone out her opponent in Madison Mann. I thought Mann had a bit of a quiet start to the game, but she's really grown into it.
She was a standout last week, that's for sure.
That is break, wing attack. Sparks throw in wing area.
Mihi just getting a hand to it and
Towards the
applying some
sideline.
pressure.
Wing area.
The Sparks will get a throw in. Baseline.
Possession, goal defense.
And Mann was first to
Goal
it.
defender possession.
So they'll be unhappy with that. A bit of a wasted opportunity right down their end. But they're not going to make it up their ends easily. The Sparks. There we go. Tweddle O'Donnell jumping in.
Taylor Fraser just telling her teammates, just calm it down. Let's not rush into our passes again.
That
Let's
is
find
wing
our structures.
obstruction.
We've got time.
That is offside centre. No goal. Shot for goal on the Hollywood end. Inside the circle.
Maddie Eden, her foot was outside of the shooting circle, therefore was not allowed to go for a goal. Unfortunate, obviously shows her range as well as a long bomb shooter.
So speaking with Jenny Webster, coach of the Sutherland Stingrays under-20s, who of course isn't here tonight after the Rays lost last week and bowed out of the season, but she said one of the biggest challenges in coaching an under-20s side is trying to keep them level-headed when they can see they're down on the scoreboard and they can see that they're down and they have such little time left in a quarter.
I think that's what we spoke about with the Panthers. Whilst they're a young side, they seem to have this old head about them. It's not uncommon that we've seen them about 10 goals down for them only to come back and win the game. And that's just something that you can't teach. It's almost just a belief system, and because they've done it so many times, it means that no matter what the score was, I mean, it was down by 7 during the quarter, that first quarter. Great shot, Maddie Eden.
Panthers.
They still have that belief. Whereas on the other hand, Sparks, whilst they've had a couple of losses this season, has mostly been successful. So it'll be interesting to see how they stand up to this really strong test.
And I think that comes through the coach as well. So Jacqua Heddle has been very level-headed every time I speak with her, and I'm sure that's reflected back onto her players. And she said that they went through a rough patch during the season, losing 3 in a row, rounds 9 to 11, and they've won 5 since. And she was so proud of the girls because of that takes an enormous amount of pressure to do that, and proves the sort of the character of the team and the mateship that accompanies it. So sometimes losing can be a good thing.
Probably don't tell a professional athlete that. There's no time that you like to lose. I'm not even a professional athlete. I don't like losing. But you're right. There are lessons to be learned in a loss. And Rob Brydon said it many, many a times. Sometimes the greatest lessons you can learn is when you lose a game.
The Sparks were lucky to pick that up then.
It's next to the post.
Throw in baseline through Fisher.
That is offside, centre.
Oh, well done, Maddie Eden. Keep that in play, but Hogarth will jump on it and the Panthers will head up the court.
That was desperation stuff from Fraser.
They've caught the Sparks off guard. Oh, but it's been offside called. So the Panthers lead the Sparks by 4. 2 minutes on the clock here. That momentum at the end of the first quarter has definitely helped, hasn't it?
Great eyes from Paige Porter. Absolutely.
All defence contact. Next to the centre.
The Sparks started with such a plumb, they... little behind the...
That would have been impressive had it stayed in.
That would have been very impressive. But the Sparks started with such speed and tenacity. It would have been interesting to note if probably more of a misplaced pass than it was McFadden's fault there.
I think Perrotta was as surprised as Hogarth was. Nicely done by me here.
I'm getting a bit of a highlights reel just from this last couple of minutes of play.
Well, certainly both times these two teams, the last time these two teams have played, the second quarters have been their most dominant.
All players not on court. Panthers throwing. That's it.
So the Panthers last week were strongest in the second term when they secured 12 points to the Rays 10.
Stars.
Shot, well done.
Panthers.
halftime. 29-25, Panthers lead the Sparks. So incredible this match. I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. Stay with us on Bar TV.
It helps relieve some stress.
Anyone can play netball no matter what size or height or colour.
If you want to find a club, check out letsplaynetball.com.au.
going on background. Fair bit of noise going on in the background here at halftime. Panthers leading the Sparks 29-25. And Taylor Fraser is going to start us off in this third quarter. So the Sparks have made some changes at halftime. Taylor Fraser moving into centre. Olivia Lennon, the captain, moving to the bench. And Tahisha Hunt comes on at wing attack. Panthers remained unchanged.
Sparks.
So the Sparks led the Panthers 15-12 into the first break. And then at halftime, a huge change in momentum. Panthers led the Sparks 29-25, having outscored them in the second quarter 17 goals to 10.
That's a big turnaround.
Oh,
That
it's
is
huge.
But as I always say, the third quarter is apparently the premiership quarter. What will this next 15 minutes, or should I say
13 now.
minutes? I don't know, 13 minutes?
The minutes are going so fast in this game, aren't they?
You know, I'm intrigued to see how Taylor Fraser goes at centre. A bit more free-flowing, a bit more less regimented. She's got speed to burn.
It's interesting to see Lennon drop back to the bench, being the captain. So maybe they're just giving her a rest.
The Sparks look just a bit dead on their feet. There were no options.
Advantage, obstruction, wing attack. Step centre. Sparks.
Good backup from Perrotta there. Sparks getting just a couple of gimmies here. That's the goal they needed.
An interesting stat for you here, just to show you how close the under-20s competition has been. So the number of games with a margin of 5 or less in the under-20s competition, there were 23 games. And of course, that's just in the regular season.
I think that just goes to show the strength of this competition and just how fantastic it's been in its inaugural season.
Well, the Sparks made it through after their emphatic semi over the Sutherland Stingrays 2 weeks ago. And we were watching that play out here on the show court, and the two teams took turns leading by 1 goal at each break. It was so tight. It was probably one of the best games we've seen here on the show court all season. And it's pretty incredible to think that only one goal was the difference between a week off and a preliminary final match.
You hear some coaches talk about the blessing of having a bye, but the blessing or the curse. Some teams come off it a little bit off their game. They don't have that, again, the magic M word, momentum behind them. However, if you've got a few niggles and injuries, which I highly doubt an under-20 side should, they're all young, viable, young athletes, but if they were, the bye's just, it's fortuitous indeed.
That is break, goal defence. Keeper contact. Step forward, keeper. Next to the keeper. Contact keeper. Sparks.
Lorraine was just a little bit unlucky there. She seemed to be coming on the downward trajectory. Holtz with the centimetre advantage was able to make the most of the rebound.
So the Sparks have pushed their way back in here after being down by 4 at the break. They're narrowly done by 1. Well done, Paige Perrotta. Fantastic defence.
Again, she just found herself in the right place at the right time.
You've got to be aware though, don't you? You've got to be ready to pick it up.
Absolutely. And we're back, level terms. Again, halfway through the quarter, the Sparks have the next centre pass. Can they take back the lead?
Unlucky turnover there for the Sparks. Anyway,
it was great use of their angles, to be honest.
Possession, goal attack.
Beautiful shooting.
Panthers.
McFadden pushes her side back, 1 in front, and it's their centre.
Goal defender. Goal first. Throw in, Panthers. Panthers throw in. Panthers. This side. Contact. Centre. Sparks.
Great positioning there from Mahari.
That is obstruction.
Panthers now using all areas of the court to try and get it down to their attacking third.
Offense. Panthers. That is obstruction, centre.
Oh, great set play.
Sparks.
Wow, I can barely hear anything.
Sparks players seem to have their heads down a little bit here.
And so the Panthers have pushed their lead back out to 5 goals.
That was shaving 3 seconds. Madison Mann will be a bit mad with herself that she wasn't able to hold on to that. Hold on to that hands over defence just a little bit longer. Panthers are just brimming with confidence here, something that the Sparks are really missing. A couple of their heads are down. And it harks back to the conversation that we had earlier about the belief in when you're down and what that can mean.
Yep. There's no hesitation in the Panthers' passes. Even with Abby McFadden just popping out the back then, they knew she was going to get there. Threw the ball before she'd even got there.
Still, here's a chance for them to reset. It was great positioning from Paige Perotto to be able to get that rebound. The Sparks need to have 2 options on every pass. 2 options.
Tahisha Hum working hard to try and get free from Hogarth.
Great vision from Taylor Fraser. Was able just to break the deadlock.
And Harry's just stolen it back.
Panthers. Circle area. Circle area. Goal defense obstruction. Goal defender is out of play. Hand down. Sparks.
Quick play here. They've been able to beat the Panthers defenders. Oh, well done, Maddie Eden.
Great hands from Taylor. She's trying to lift her teammates. Keep the belief that they can continue. Well done, Lorraine. Fantastic vision. Now is their opportunity. They really need to make this happen. Great drive from Taylor.
You can see her calling out directions to the girls too.
Unlucky Bishop just had a foot out of court.
That is goal defense obstruction. Centre contact. Come forward. Next to the
Sparks
centre.
are tiring, aren't they?
Goal defense. Goal defender.
Lorraine's really injected herself into this contest the last couple of times it's come down. I think she really needs to do that. She needs to not be afraid to come out for those intercept passes.
Maddie Eaton needs near his hands. You can't get past.
That is goal defense obstruction.
And as a result, the Panthers head back the other end.
Wing defense contact. At the top. At the top. Wing defense beside. Contact. Next to the goal defense.
And Clarine's doing well holding holes out of this, isn't she? It's their main shooter.
Panthers.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the shooting stats have been for the last 20-25 minutes. I feel like McFadden's really shouldered a lot of the load.
That is offside centre.
It's one of the reasons these two
obstruction.
do so well in the circle, because one's taken out, the other steps up to the plate.
What do you do there? Do you tell Conrain, continue what you're doing, keep Holtz out of the contest, or do you tell her to have a crack? Mahari gets straight back up after that.
Ten on the clock. Panthers leading the Sparks 45-36. Well done by the Sparks defenders. They're going to try and force another point here. Oh, well done. Straight to Eden. Unfortunately, time's out. The Panthers lead the Sparks 45-36 heading into the last 15 minutes of this under-20s competition. Stick with us on Bar TV. We'll bring you all the action of that last quarter here.
I think I have a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, taking the court again, which please give it up to the umpire side. We have and I've lost my page. This is some of the umpires. As we have the final quarter, 45-36, by the difference. Here we go.
Last 15 minutes of this under-20s Samsung Premier League. It's been a fantastic competition, and I'm sure these last 15 minutes will show that exactly.
Centre is out of play.
I've seen a couple of changes from the Sparks.
So Olivia Lennon has come back on at wing defence. Tweddle O'Donnell has come on at goal attack and pushed Fisher off. And we've seen Olivia Coleman come in from the Metro League. She's playing in at goal defence now. which means Paige Peretta's come off and gone to the bench as well.
And gee, doesn't Coleman have some centimetres on her? She's a very tall defender. Interesting, just before the teams took the court, the Sparks got in the huddle and Taylor Fraser was really animated in there.
Going, UTS.
She's telling her teammates to lift during the last quarter, making sure they weren't dropping their heads.
That's it.
Seems to be one of the leaders on that team.
And she's so experienced and she's played so many times for the Opens as well.
Keep construction.
She's a great player.
Panthers.
There she goes again. Lift, girls, come on. We're still in this. Eight goals at the moment. That's 8 centre passes. Great defensive pressure from the Sparks. This is what they need to get themselves into the contest.
So both teams lifted in that last quarter and scored more points. Sorry, the Sparks scored 11, the most points they've scored. And the Panthers scored 16. So the Panthers still largely in front there. Holes choosing to pass off to McFadden there. Probably a good choice. She had Coleman's long arms up against her.
Panthers leads back out to double digits.
That was a perfectly weighted pass from McFadden to Towell.
Fans behind us are really enjoying what they're seeing at the moment.
Nice feeding from Towell.
Wing defender. Next to the wing. Wing attack is offside. Panthers inside the circle. Inside the circle. Inside.
There's a costly error from the Sparks.
Goal attack holds. Centre circle.
Stuart Ting has eyes like a hawk. He's going to see when a toenail is over the line.
The Sparks are a little frustrated here. They're just that fraction too slow with their defence.
It's exactly the opposite of what we were talking about in the opening quarter. The Panthers, their timing just seems slightly off. Clearly they've fixed that up. They are just on song right now. Lead out to 13. We've got 10 minutes left in this game. What can the Sparks produce to really, dare I say it, spark themselves up into the contest? Sorry.
Nice pun. Oh, what a shot. Maddie Eden, that was fantastic. And a clutch shooter she is, Maddie Eden. We talk about this a lot, VB, but there's some bright futures ahead for these girls, aren't there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You couldn't doubt it. Where and what capacity?
The throwing Sparks.
In netball, definitely. There's something in netball.
Oh, let's hope. Hopefully.
Just
We don't want to be
inside the circle.
developing our talent to go off to other sporting codes.
All players not on court. Throw in. Far side, keeper. Where she was. Out towards the edge.
Again, just another costly error, but thankfully some great defense from Tweddle O'Donnell.
Panthers.
Strong contest from Lennon.
So they're going to box holes in here.
Coleman, she's just got her timing just slightly out.
And Holes is a bit stronger too. She's able to, dare I say, push her out of the way.
I think position her body in the appropriate place. That's probably the PC way of putting it. But as you mentioned, Coleman's come up from Metro League without knowing how many minutes she's played at Premier League. Obviously, it's a big, fantastic vision from Hunt there.
Goalkeeper
Well
is
done.
out.
But obviously, it's a big step up in experience-wise.
Panthers.
Too easy for the Panthers at the moment. And Holes is finding that hoop very easily.
Unlucky Mahiri.
Wonderful shot.
Lorraine's getting in a really great position, but she's just finding herself off on the timing.
Contact wing.
She really needs
Next
to make
to the
sure
wing
that
attack.
she's at least contesting for those passes. Who knows what could happen?
The height is a huge factor too, isn't it?
Hugely. But as we've seen, she kept Holtz pretty contained for a good quarter and a half at least. So
Throwing.
she's got it, she's got the ability, Let's see what we can do. Sparks up the baseline throw in.
Just next to the post.
6.5 minutes left on the clock.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Panthers.
She's sunk a few of those lovely ones in this quarter. So we're seeing a change here. Chloe Rain's coming off and Perotta's coming back on at goal defence, with Coleman shifting into goalkeeper.
It's that height that we were speaking of.
McFadden just waiting for Perotta's defence to just back off before she takes a shot. Here we go, some quick play from Fraser.
Say great fitness here from the Panthers. They haven't changed any of their I'll just making sure her heels are in. Haven't changed any of their personnel since their starting 7. They really haven't looked like they're missing a beat, to be honest.
Such confidence oozing out of McFadden at the moment.
Call time. Panthers.
And we've also seen Tweddle O'Donnell
Advantage
pop
break,
off
wing attack.
and Fisher pop back into the goal attacking position. Coach Regan Tweddle probably just trying to inject some fresh legs back into the side.
Panthers are just flooding the midcourt at them.
Goal defense obstruction, second
They're
jump.
really putting a lot of doubt into the
Next to the
Sparks
shooter.
players.
Throw in, Sparks. Vantage keeper obstruction, taken. Sparks.
Maddie Eden just found herself out of position there. It's unfortunate, really.
Lennon, well done jumping on the loose ball.
Panthers.
58-46, Panthers leading the Sparks. Just over 3 minutes on the clock. Hulls has eyes for one thing, and that's the net.
One thing we haven't spoken about is
Vantage
the
offside.
Panthers to
Wing
get to
defense.
60 goals.
Wing defender contact.
It's a pretty phenomenal
defense is
effort
out.
for a younger side. We're talking a goal a minute.
That is participating wing defense. Panthers.
Goals in it. We're under 3 minutes. We're 2.5 minutes at this stage. Bolton just scrapes over the transverse line.
So you talk about how many goals they've scored. The Panthers just about to hit 60. And during the regular season, the Manly Warringah Sapphires scored the most goals at 66.
That's not bad.
They could very well eclipse that here. We've still got 2 minutes.
Defense.
Dare I
Panthers.
say, the highest goal tally would have had to have been Leah Price. I'm still shocked at what you told me. 49 goals in, what was it, round 14?
Yes, round 14.
Unbelievable. Unlucky from Paige Perotta. Lightning pass from Bolton.
In saying that, back in the semis, Hull shot 44 from 46 at 96%. So some incredible figures there too.
Just. Oh, great backup from Fisher.
Panthers.
So Eden's sinking the longer ones easier than she is the shorter distance shots.
You've got to give Sparks credit here. At least they've absolutely thrown everything at the contest. They are not giving up.
You'd have to say confidence is a huge factor that's determining the winner of this game.
Goal defense. Keeper obstruction. Both players are out.
There we go. 50
Panthers.
goals for the Sparks. Well done. There's actually 14 seconds left on the clock. As you can probably hear.
Oh, how about that? Big batted on the buzzer, and the girls embrace each other. They've just become the first Samsung Premier League Well done to the Panthers. 63-50, the final score here in the grand final. Keep RTV up on your streaming device because we'll be back with more coverage for you. The Open's Manly and Sutherland sides playing their grand final from 8:40.
fourth place. Just quickly before we go on to the presentations, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Mongol people on whose land this event takes place, and acknowledge their elders past and present, and pay my respects to those Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders who may be present here tonight. As you all know, these competitions don't just run by themselves. Our bench officials and our umpires. I would also like to thank all of the staff and volunteers behind the scenes for all the work they have done over the weeks of the competition. The work that they do is invaluable, and we end up with a great quality product. I would like to call on Rodney Watson, OAM, who's a board member for New South Wales, to make a presentation to our bench officials. And if I could ask them to come forward, the bench manager is Helen Andrews, scorer 1 is Lynn Bonnet, timer 1 is Karen Wilson, and timer 2 is Debbie Phillips. I would like to ask Carol Murphy, the New South Wales Director, to come and present to Hayley Burgess and Stuart King, and to reserve Taylor Brigade. To the UTS St George Sparks under 20s. Great game, girls. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner. I would like to call forward, please, your co-captains, Taylor Fraser and Olivia Lennon. Followed by Lisa Marie O'Tara, Taylor Black, Caitlin Campbell, Angela Coleraine, Maddie Eaton, Caitlin Fisher, Jade Harding, Tanisha Hunt, Genevieve Nixted, Paige Perotta, Taylor Rush, Jasmine Tweed, independent coaching staff in Boston, and all of us girls really appreciate all the support. So Panthers, so cool to you guys over there. It's a pleasure playing against you guys. We're both living down that was celebrated all. Secondly, to our coaches, assistant coach, physios, medical, absolute pleasure being a part of the team with you guys. Really pushed the team together. It was such a pleasure being a part of the team. To the Sparks girls, you were amazing this year. Your enthusiasm, especially the young ones, kept us going into training. Yeah, it was just absolute privilege to be a part of you, and I'm lucky we didn't get it today, but thanks to you. And spectators, thanks so much for your support. Again, to our 2016 Samsung Premier League inaugural winners in the under-20s division, the Panthers. Lauren Russell, Riley Taylor, head coach Joshua Hill, assistant coach Shannon Tim, manager Jean Long, primary care Nathaniel Harness, and team official Bill Allen. Firstly, I'd like to say well done to UTS. You've held it right, you made us work for every single ball, so thank you on a great game. Thank you to Samsung, Netball New South Wales, Panthers, Penrith Council, and Western Sydney University on providing us with this opportunity to play in Samsung Premier League this year. It's been a great comp, so thank you so much. To the umpires and to the bench officials, thank you so much for all the tireless effort you put in each and every week to enable us to get out on court. And thank you to Joss, Shan, Jeannie, and all our support staff. We wouldn't be able to do this without you, so thank you so much. And lastly, thank you to these amazing girls right now. It's a pleasure to train with you each and every week and get out on court. And you make it so enjoyable, and you just fight for everything. That's what I love about you all, so thank you. The Netball New South Wales Board would like to thank all participating licensees in the competition for all the hard work that they have done over the entire season and the lead up to the competition in making this competition the success that you see here tonight. And we look forward to seeing you back in 2017. Our grand final for our Opens division will commence shortly. Thank you.